As a kid, Justin Bieber might not have fully understood how deep the lyrics of this song "Lonely" really were. Now, with details of his childhood trauma surfacing online, some of Diddy's alleged past actions could be coming to light as well.
All of Moloch up here in the Bohemian Grove, they sacrifice children. They do it symbolically now, maybe.
No. I have a source. When he was 12, 13, 14 years old, who was put in a cage at the Bohemian Grove, and with another young boy who was part of their network, and they had a third young boy in there who had been kidnapped, and they had to commit sex acts with him, and then they had to murder him on camera. This is called a snuff film. These snuff films sell for $50,000 each.
I know Sammy Davis Jr. was heavy into that.
Well, Sammy Davis Jr. admitted he was involved in the satanic. This all goes back to satanic cults. And
he was with Anton LaVey, is that correct?
That's right. In Nebraska in the 1980s, I have sources who I've talked to, and they told me they were part of the network. One of them in particular was used as a decoy in parks, public places, shopping malls, to bring children his age, 12, 13, 14 years old, near the car. They'd kidnap the kids. He'd attended auctions where these kids were auctioned off for up to $50,000 each. He's attended 6 auctions, as few as 6, and as many as 36 children were auctioned off for up to $50,000 each, as I said a moment ago. If you go to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children website, last time I checked, there are 91 Americans who disappear every hour, and it is believed 85 to 90% of them are children. Okay? These children, of course, a lot of them are returned because they're parental kidnaps and so forth, but a lot of them are not returned. And I have investigated and exposed an organization in Washington, D.C. known as the Finders. It's a CIA child kidnapping ring.
Tell them.
FBI agent Ted Thunderson has been revealing how powerful figures like Diddy have allegedly been involved in sex trafficking. He's now explaining how underage kids, including Justin Bieber, may have ended up at Diddy's notorious parties. I'm sure plenty of Diddy fans are paying attention to what he's saying, especially when it comes to his detailed breakdown of these disturbing events. Step 3 involves someone named Cletus.
I just fuck your bitch, some bitches. I just had some bitches and I made them look like. I just took a piss and I see cold coming. I think I'm bad before. Sleeping to my limits. I'm coming back. Happy New Year! Woo! Way around your head like a helicopter. I ain't putting up weed in the blunt. All you do is flip the back
Jaguar Wright has claimed that Usher was the one who sent Justin Bieber to Diddy, where the alleged grooming began, leading to Bieber's current struggles with trauma. It's becoming more evident why Hailey has stuck by his side, helping him cope with everything he's been through. Meanwhile, on the date Usher was arrested, he started deleting his tweets, which has raised even more questions.
Someone made reference to the fact that Diddy trying to get at Bieber the way he was trying to get at Bieber was looking a little predatory. And then Usher came in and discovered it and managed him and got custody of him and promised to look after him. And then he sent him to the diddler.
Real life. If that shit ain't real life, that shit ain't action. It ain't real life. Just say real life street stars. Know what time it is.
These little motherfuckers scared. The mac and she's bringing new. What you doing?
Damn.
New? Yeah, well, you know, everybody always saying something new. Just like Will Smith sitting there, Illuminati, save me. I'm going to do this live ritual and pray to God that they let me back to the Oscars next year because I'm tired. I'm tired of being played out. Like, all of this is weird. And it's just, it's the symbolism. It's all of that. I'm tired of Usher. I wish somebody would come out and just like sue him. Like, we need Usher. No, we do. We need a victim to come out and be honest about him, because what I'm realizing is that he's gonna fake the funk until the victim, man. He's just gonna keep on sucking the devil's. And I don't know, like with a baby, that pacifier, sometimes you gotta pull it out. You know what I'm saying? And take it away, right? When the baby's used to sucking on the pacifier. That motherfucker gonna keep sucking on that shit until you do what? Till you take it out the mouth. Now it's gonna scream and holler, but eventually it will get used to the fact that his mouth is no longer full with that object. And that it's time to just, learn how to live without it. He been sucking on Diddy's dick a long time. It's time for him to learn how to make this thing happen without the devil's dick in his mouth or ass.
You don't think if he sued, he'll just Lil Woody the situation and I don't recall? I don't recall.
No, because I think if a victim comes out against Usher, it'll show how egregious this shit is. Because if he can be a predator, then anybody can be a predator.
Can't smile in your face the whole time.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, people look at Usher, they don't see that. They're not seeing the victim. They're not seeing that boy that got rushed to the hospital. They're not seeing what the intentions was in his heart when he took Justin Bieber there.
Oh.
Let's be honest. He took Justin Bieber there. Diddy had been trying to get to Bieber for a minute. And his management was backing him off. But it wasn't until Usher took over management and had guardianship and gave temporary guardianship to the diddler for 48 hours. Think about that. He had already been to the hospital. That situation that Gene was talking about. And you still took Bieber there. But you got custody of him first. Diddy had already tried. They wouldn't let him.
Cal Wright, so Diddy is locked up in the same prison where Epstein reportedly took his own life. and he's going to be there for the next 210 days until this trial. When people say his days are numbered, they're serious. Everyone knows he's not walking out of there alive. It's pretty clear he's going to be found guilty of something, especially since the judge denied him bail, which means he's in serious trouble.
Actually, someone made reference to the fact that Diddy trying to get at Bieber the way he was trying to get at Bieber was looking a little predatory. And then Usher came in and discovered it and managed him and got custody of him and promised to look after him. And then he sent him to the diddler. Does that sound like a good guy?
It's horrible.
Does that sound like a good guy? Now that we know what Diddy's really like. What kind of fucking asshole do you gotta be to take another boy, another talented boy, and put him in your place so it ain't gotta be you no more? Because that's what pedophiles do. They get victims, and then once they get to a certain age and they get too old for them to enjoy them, they send them out to go get other young kids. Now, if Usher is a procurer, and if Usher knew what was gonna happen to any of those young children that he took to the Flavor Freak off, is he a good guy? Especially considering what happened to him, especially considering that he sat Howard Stern, and Howard Stern said, would you send your kids to Puffy's Flavor Camp? And his immediate response was, hell no! So it's good enough for everybody else's kids, but it's not good enough for yours. Yours are just good enough to die in Lake Lanier with no real investigation. Got it? Like, these aren't good people!
Oof. All right, Jeff.
He's not good! He's a... And the simple fact that fucking Justin Bieber literally made a public statement and said, Usher asked me to do the Super Bowl with him and I turned it down.
For the hills.
Why would he turn it down? Who turns down the Super Bowl?
You always say, God is obsessed with you.
He is.
I got that from you. He's just obsessed with us. And it's just such a cool perspective because I'm obsessed with my wife. I just love her so much. And I just think about, I wish I could be perfect for her. And I know I was flawed. I'm trying my best to be the best husband I can be. But I have just my selfish moments. And these moments of just wanting, really empowers me and enables me to feel like, Justin, I love you for you. You are enough. And that enables me to go into my workspace and be confident and feel like I'm enough.
If I could handpick a girl from the stars, it would be Haley.
She's just a pillar for him. I have a lot of trust and confidence knowing that she's there as such a firm foundation and support.
She makes everything better. You make everything better, babe.
More so not because she's his wife, but just because she's her, I felt more of a personal obligation to Haley than I have of any girl he ever dated. I sleep great now that Justin is married and that she is around. Not only because I don't worry about what call I'm gonna wake up to, which is what the case was 5 years ago.
She's incredible.
Just the idea of stability is something that I really never had growing up. And it's something that I've always really wanted.
And I also know he's much happier.
Go ahead.
With Diddy behind bars, it looks like his whole crew could be in hot water too. Rumor has it that everyone involved in those parties is getting exposed, and this could pull a lot of big Hollywood names into the chaos. Things are definitely starting to get wild.